Pardon me, traveler. Your face is unfamiliar. Have you newly come from the passage?
Sorry, I'm in a hurry.
Of course. Don't let me keep you. Our paths will cross again.
I was more interested in getting through alive than meeting the entities that live there. I was attacked just before my ship entered the wormhole.
Attacked? At the very portal to the Celestial Temple? The prophets are patient to suffer such sacrilege. So, still they have sent no sign. Perhaps they wish to see how we will face this test alone.
Are you facing some kind of trial?
Merely an expression. The prophets continually test our faith.
I didn't encounter any kind of presence in the wormhole.
So, still they have sent no sign. Perhaps they wish to see how we will face this test alone.
You're from Bajor, aren't you? Are these prophets part of the Bajoran religion?
The prophets are the very center of Bajoran spiritual life. The passage, the wormhole you traveled, contains their celestial temple. Such a tragedy that so many who pass through those gates do not perceive their sanctity. But the prophets guide us all, even those who do not yet understand their instruction. Even you, traveler.
Maybe your prophets had a hand in getting me safely through the wormhole. I was attacked on the far side. My ship was so badly damaged I barely made it back to the station.
Attacked? At the very portal to the Celestial Temple? The prophets are patient to suffer such sacrilege.
I've heard a lot about the Cardassians, the atrocities they committed under the occupation of Bajor.
For 60 years they raped our planet. They shattered our dignity, our liberty, and our families. Do you have any family, Envoy?
I've got a brother, Tharen. He's a neurogeneticist on Calaris, a healer.
A brother. It was the young men the Cardassians killed off first. The dangerous ones. But those times are over. Bajor is free, and this station is now a haven resting at the gates of the Celestial Temple. A fitting place to prepare for the rising.
My parents were killed in a coup on Menensis III. They were with the Carissus Treaty delegation, unarmed.
Bajor is full of such stories. No family was untouched by the Cardassian savagery. But those times are over. Bajor is free, and this station is now a haven resting at the gates of the Celestial Temple. A fitting place to prepare for the rising.
What puts these spirits at peace?
When a Bajoran dies, his soul must be released to oneness with the prophets. The death chant must be said individually for each lost spirit. It is a time-consuming process.
A black hole, please.
One black hole, coming up. Lieutenant Dax's favorite. Have you met her? Charming female.
She seems like an excellent science officer. I was impressed by her tactical skills.
Her tactical skills? Yes, I've often admired those myself. Now, you're with the Tyrian delegation, aren't you?
Interesting. She's very beautiful. Do you know if she's...
Forget it. She's out of your league. She's a Trill. You know what they are.
Yeah, they're a joined species, aren't they?
Inside that luscious young thing is a 400-year-old slug with 7 lifetimes of experience. Besides, she's had her eye on me since we met. It's only a matter of time before she succumbs to her natural instinct. Now, you're with the Tyrian delegation, aren't you?
No.
They're a joined species. Inside that luscious young thing is a 400-year-old slug with 7 lifetimes of experience. Besides, she's had her eye on me since we met. It's only a matter of time before she succumbs to her natural instinct. Now, you're with the Tyrian delegation, aren't you?
She seems very intelligent, mature for her age.
Forget it. She's out of your league. She's a Trill. You know what they are.
Very. But I couldn't place her species. She's not a human. They don't have the spots.
She's a Trill. You know what they are.
How about a star drifter?
Perfect. 1 star drifter coming up. Major Kira's got a weakness for these. On bad days.
What do you mean, on bad days?
Oh, nothing. Enjoy. Now, you're with the Tyrian delegation, aren't you?
Major Kira. She's the Bajoran first officer, isn't she? What's she like?
Fine. If you like belligerent, back-sassing females with vindictive tempers. Now, Dax, there's a charming female.
Interesting. Oh.
He's coming around. Tyrians have such low tolerance levels.
I can't believe you served him a star drifter.
I'm supposed to refuse a new patron's request? Careful getting up there, Envoy. Don't worry, Envoy. The effects should wear off in a few seconds.
What? What happened?
Clears your head right up, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Feeling better? We were just discussing your negotiations with the Scythians. You thought my experience could be of assistance to us.
Oh, my head.
You know, you really shouldn't drink those on an empty stomach.
Yeah, I guess.
Feeling better? We were just discussing your negotiations with the Scythians.
What was in that thing?
Clears your head right up, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Feeling better? We were just discussing your negotiations with the Scythians.
The plasma storm daiquiri sounds good.
Just the thing to relax you after a long journey. Now, you're with the Tyrian delegation, aren't you?
Interesting. Oh. What's the orange stuff over there?
Tranya? It's a little syrupy, but good. But why not treat yourself? Have a star drifter.
I better not. I'm on duty.
Come on, just a little one. On the house.
No, thanks, really.
All right. Then what would you like?
I'll have some of the Tranya.
This little delicacy comes all the way from the First Federation. Nice people. Very small. Very friendly. Now, you're with the Tyrian delegation, aren't you?
Interesting. What do you recommend?
Of course, it depends on your mood, but if you're not up for a plasma daiquiri, I do make the best star drifter this side of Outer 7.
You have holosuites here?
The finest in the Alpha Quadrant. I can have them powered up and ready in microseconds. Interested?
Sure.
Be my guest.
Do you have any tactical sims? I could use some practice.
Tactical simulations? Yes, we have those too. Whatever strokes your lobes. Be my guest.
I thought the station was on yellow alert. How could you possibly divert enough power to run a holosuite?
A Ferengi always has auxiliary power sources. Trust me. We might not be able to get some of the more intricate programs running, but I'm sure there must be something you'd like to try.
Yes, actually they are. You keep your ears open, don't you? Oh, I didn't mean...
With lobes like these, I can't miss. Besides, the 7th rule of acquisition clearly states, keep your ears open.
I can see why. But information on the Scythians is supposed to be classified. Don't tell anyone I told you.
No, of course not. I wouldn't dream of getting you in trouble. But it is common knowledge that the Federation is opening trade negotiations with the Scythians. I'm sure I could be of some help. I have a lot of experience with Gamma Quadrant races.
I don't think so. The ambassador wouldn't be interested in opening up the Scythians to your kind of opportunity.
But Wait! What about the holosuites?
Actually, I'm not allowed to discuss delegation business.
No, of course not. I wouldn't dream of getting you in trouble.
The Scythians aren't here to become indentured servants to the Ferengi Alliance. Sorry, Quark, I've got to be going.
Wait! What about the holosuite? I can have them powered up and ready in microseconds. Interested?
Better not. The ambassador's waiting.
But it's a promotional offer. Take your time. Now, about that drink.
No, really, thanks. I've got to be going.
Wait, your drink, it's on the house.
I don't want a drink, all right? Look, thanks for the offer, but I've really got to go.
Wait! Aren't you with the Tyrian delegation?
I had planned on meeting Ambassador Carrig, but I crashed my runabout.
No kidding. Well, that would explain the smudges.
I don't want to talk about it.
What do you want to talk about? Or are you just here to look?
Yeah, I know. Quark mentioned it too.
Oops. Keep it down, Bannock. The walls have ears. Big ears.
Where are you from, Jani?
Nowhere. Which is where I appear to have ended up. For the moment.
Pleased to meet you.
Now that we've got that out of the way, now what?
No, not really. Why?
My boss always tells me, find out if they're important, Johnny. But I get the feeling that in this case, the suit is more impressive than the man.
Depends. How important would you like me to be?
Important enough to get me into the Gamma Quadrant.
Hey! Johnny! He's frowning. Are you annoying the customers again? Leave Envoy Bannock alone. I'll be ready for inventory in just a minute.
If it turns out I am important, then what happens?
Depends on how important you really turn out to be.
If you're suggesting that...
Hey! Johnny! He's frowning.
Look, let's stop the pleasant chit-chat. What is it you want?
To make friends with someone important. Important enough to get me into the Gamma Quadrant.
Hey! Johnny!
If you want my help...
Hey! Johnny!
Quark seems awfully anxious to meet the new aliens.
I think he's more interested in acquainting himself with their Latinum reserves. Look, if you want to know the truth, come talk to me when Big Ears isn't around. Some other time, all right? We can tell each other our life stories.
I don't have any Latinum, but the Tyrian delegation has a credit.
Look, I'll do you a favor. Here's the secret to winning at Dabo. It's a lot like winning at life.
Maybe some other time.
Yeah. Sure.
Maybe I'll see you later. Bye. Actually, I didn't come over here to play Dabo. I wanted to talk to you.
Let's talk later, Bannock. When we're alone. For now, I'm on break. The Dabo table is closed.